ค่ะน้องๆทุกคนยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่งานสัมมนาออนไลน์ของเราอีกครั้งแล้วนะคะของ IDP เองเดี๋ยววันนี้เนี่ยน้องๆหลายๆคนก็น่าจะแบบเป็นทีมออสเตรเลียกันอยู่แล้วเนาะเพราะว่าอย่างชื่องานเองอะไรเองหรือแม้แต่สถาบันของเราที่มาจอยงานในวันนี้ก็น่าจะเห็นกันได้ชัดและเดี๋ยวก่อนที่เราจะเริ่มงานกันในอีกไม่เกิน5นาทีนี้แล้วแหละนะคะขออนุญาตทักทายกันก่อนแล้วกันนะคะพี่ก็ชื่อพี่จีนเนาะหลายๆคนน่าจะเจอเห็นหน้าค่าตากันอยู่บ่อยๆแล้วนะคะของงาน IDP ก็สวัสดีน้องๆทุกคนนะคะแล้วก็ยินดีต้อนรับกันอีกครั้งละกันแล้วก็เดี๋ยวก่อนที่เราจะเริ่มอย่างที่แจ้งกันไปทักทายกันหน่อยดีกว่าทักกันเข้ามาในแชทว่าตอนนี้เนี่ยทุกคนได้ยินเสียงพี่จีนชัดเจนไหมคะได้ยินชัดเจนไหมเอ่ยเดี๋ยวพูดคุยกันก่อนเล็กน้อยก่อนที่เราจะเริ่มงานนะคะแล้วเดี๋ยวอาจจะรอเพื่อนๆด้วยที่กำลังทยอยกันเข้ามานะคะเพราะเซสชั่นวันนี้เนี่ยบอกได้เลยว่าน้องๆจะต้องเยอะมากแน่ๆนะคะหลังจากที่มีข่าวคราวในเรื่องของการเปิดประเทศของออสเตรเลียเนาะน้องๆหลายๆคนก็แบบตื่นเต้นแล้วก็พร้อมที่จะเดินทางไปเรียนต่อกันมากๆแล้วนะคะหลายๆคนทักกันเข้ามาเลยว่าได้ยินค่ะเสียงชัดเจนได้ยินค่ะโอเคยินดีต้อนรับกันอีกครั้งแล้วกันนะคะแล้วก็ภาพบนสกรีนเนี่ยน้องๆก็เห็นชัดเนาะอย่างที่เราเห็นเลยงานวันนี้นะคะของเรานะคะก็จะเริ่มกันตั้งแต่ตอนนี้แหละนะคะยาวกันไปจนถึง 15 นาฬิกานะคะของเราเนี่ยวันนี้ก็จะพูดคุยนะคะจากวิทยาลัยใหญ่เลยจากรัฐแอดิเลดของประเทศออสเตรเลียนะคะนั่นก็คือ TAFE South Australia นั่นเองหัวข้อในวันนี้เนี่ยน่าสนใจมากๆนะคะเพราะว่ามันจะเป็นเกี่ยวกับการเจาะลึกหลักสูตรวิชาชีพมาแรงนะคะเรียนจบอยู่ต่อยาวเนี่ยสูงสุดถึง2ปีเลยแล้วที่สำคัญมันก็ไม่ได้มีคอร์สแค่วิชาชีพเนาะคอร์สภาษาอังกฤษก็มีเหมือนกันนะคะซึ่งตอนนี้เนี่ยโอ้คึกคักกันมากๆนะคะคอร์สภาษาเนี่ยเพราะทำไมคะทำงานพาร์ทไทม์ระหว่างเรียนได้ด้วยเช่นเดียวกันนะคะเดี๋ยววันนี้ค่ะเรามาดูข้อมูลกันว่าจะมีอะไรบ้างนะคะและที่สำคัญเนี่ยงานของเรานะคะยาวไปจนถึง 15 นาฬิกาเนาะถ้าน้องๆสังเกตหน้าจอกันดีๆตอนนี้เนี่ยช่วงนี้เนี่ยเดี๋ยวพี่จีนจะทักทายกับน้องๆไปก่อนหลังจากนั้นเนี่ยจะเป็น presentation นะคะแล้วหลังจากนั้นเนี่ยจะเป็น one on one session นะคะคือช่วงเวลาจะเกิดขึ้นพร้อมกันดังนั้นเนี่ยช่วง presentation ถ้าน้องๆคนไหนนะคะอยากเข้าไปพูดคุยกับคุณโฮปนะคะก็เดี๋ยวขอคิวกันเข้ามาได้เราจะมีการชี้แจงกันในแชทอีกทีนึงแล้วในขณะเดียวกันใครที่มีคำถามเกี่ยวกับออสเตรเลียนะคะพลาดไม่ได้เพราะวันนี้เนี่ยเราจะมีพี่ๆเจ้าหน้าที่แนวจาก IDP เนาะมาคอยซัพพอร์ตน้องๆตลอดทั้งงานเลยจนถึง 15 นาฬิกานะคะเชื่อว่าทุกคนตรงนี้เนี่ยพร้อมกันมากๆแล้วเนาะน้องๆตอนนี้เนี่ยจะ60-70 คนแล้วเร็วมากๆเลยนะคะงั้นเดี๋ยวพี่จีนขอเริ่มงานเลยแล้วกันแบบเป็นทางการนะคะก็ตอนนี้เนี่ยคุณโฮปก็อยู่กับพี่จีนแล้วนะคะ Hi Hope Hello
Hello, hi, good afternoon, everyone from Adelaide. I hope all of you are okay today. Thank you, Ka.
Okay, so I think right now the student is really ready for your presentation and our webinar today. Could you please introduce yourself and then you can start your presentation. Okay?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. The TAFE South Australia IDP Thailand webinar. My name is Hope Tancinco, and I'm from TAFE SA or TAFE South Australia in Adelaide. So would really love to share with you information and the programs about TAFE SA and the opportunities for you if you decide to study at TAFE and also here in Adelaide. So I'll share my screen. So that's me. And again, this is a session about TAFE South Australia, okay? So I'd like to play a video of the Premier of South Australia welcoming international students to Adelaide.
Hello and greetings from Adelaide. I'm Stephen Marshall, the Premier of South Australia. On behalf of our government, it gives me great pleasure to invite you to Adelaide. Adelaide is one of the world's most livable cities with a vibrant atmosphere and natural beauty on its doorstep. International education is South Australia's largest export, and the South Australian Government is looking to grow the sector even more with the support of industry and Study Adelaide. We have world-class established institutions across all areas of education, including our state universities that all rank in the top 2% of universities worldwide. Our thriving economy, key industries and support for innovative companies and people provide bright career opportunities for students during their studies, after final graduation and beyond. I look forward to welcoming you to discover Adelaide, the city designed for life.
There you go. So that's the welcome from the Premier. Now, TAFE SA. TAFE SA stands for TAFE South Australia. So it's Technical and Further Education South Australia. We are the largest public vocational education and training provider in South Australia since we were established in 1971. But aside from the vocational courses or the VET courses that we also offer higher education courses like associate degrees in engineering, and we also have our bachelor degree. Now, aside from the vocational courses and the higher education courses, we are also a pathway institution because we have partnerships. We have package courses with the 3 very reputable universities in South Australia. And these are University of Adelaide, University of South Australia, and Flinders University. So we train more than 70,000 students each year, both domestic, meaning local Australian students and international students. And we are also have international students who come from more than 70 countries choosing TAFE SA every year to study here in Adelaide. And why TAFE South Australia? Because TAFE South Australia, as you can see on the slide, we offer you the opportunity to learn specific and practical job skills to make you ready to join the workforce or to make you ready to go into your pathway program with the university and or do more training. Okay, so that's what TAFE South Australia is all about. I'm going to give you a brief overview about TAFE SA. You are already very much aware where South Australia would be. So that's the map of Australia that you can see. The one highlighted in red is the state of South Australia. So that is where TAFE SA is located, in the white circle, which is Adelaide, and that is our capital city. And there are so many campuses of TAFE SA in the whole of South Australia. There are more than 33 campuses. However, for purposes of international students attending the campuses where the courses are offered, there are actually 6 metropolitan campuses where our international students, including our Thai students, attend. So we have the Adelaide City Campus right in the city center. We have the Adelaide College of the Arts. This is where our graphic design, interior design, screen and media, visual arts are offered. We have the Gillies Plains campus, where we offer our nursing and dental. Adelaide City also, where we offer our nursing and English courses and IT and marketing and communication, beauty, remedial massage. And then we have our Orbray campus, where we offer our horticulture, conservation and land management, landscape design. And we have Regency Campus, which is the biggest campus. It's like a university campus because it's just so big. This is where we offer our commercial cookery, our patisserie, our hospitality, our automotive, and our electronic engineering. And lastly, at Tonsley, this is where we offer our associate degrees in engineering and our building and design construction management courses. So that's the 6 campuses, metropolitan campuses, where our international students are attending. So these are just a few of the photos of the campuses. So we have Regency Campus, we have Tonsley, we have Regency, we have Adelaide City Campus, and we have the Adelaide College of the Arts. Now, these are the general study areas at TAFE South Australia that are offered to international students. So they're very broad study areas, from arts and design down to primary, industry, and science. But when we break this down into specific vet or vocational courses and higher education courses, this is what you will be able to see. So there you go. So for our vocational courses, we offer from certificate 3 to 4 to diploma and advanced diploma, from graphic design to nursing to marketing, hospitality, patisserie, remedial, cookery, IT, engineering, dental, hair and beauty, health assistance, and cybersecurity. So those are all our vet courses, okay? Now, remember, we also offer higher education courses, and these are the 5 associate degrees in engineering and our 1 bachelor degree in tourism, hospitality, and event management. So the associate degrees in engineering are 2 years, and the bachelor degree is 3 years. Entry requirements. So generally, if you are applying for entry to a certificate 3, the minimum requirement for academic entry is a year 10 completion. I'll show it to you what it is in equivalence into Matayum. And then if you want to start with a certificate 4, then minimum requirement is a year 11 completion. But if you want to study a diploma, advanced diploma, associate degree, a bachelor degree, or if you want to do the university pathway program, then we need you to complete at least year 12 qualification or equivalent. So this is it. So if you look at the under the country, I have highlighted Thailand, and then next column is the equivalent to year 10 and year 11. So if you want to join our certificate 3 or certificate 4, then successful completion, at least 60% passing of all the grades you have in your either Matayum 4 or Matayum 5, then you are qualified to join our certificate 3 or certificate 4. Okay, but remember, for the diploma, advanced diploma, associate degree, bachelor degree, then we need you to complete at least your Matayum 6, so your certificate of secondary education, because that is equivalent to an Australian year 12. Aside from the academic entry requirement, we also have, for you to join TAFE SA, you need to also meet our English proficiency requirement. Now, for students, for our Thailand applicants, most TAFE courses require an IELTS overall score of 5.5 with 5 in all the bands, okay, or equivalent. You can also take the PTE, but usually our Thai applicants, they always go for the IELTS. And this is where our IDP Thailand partner will be able to assist you, because they are the IELTS testing center. And then for our one and only bachelor degree, we require an IELTS of 6 with 6 in all bands. Our associate degrees in engineering require a 6 with 5.5 in all bands. However, our Diploma of Nursing and our Advanced Diploma of Oral Health, you are required to have an IELTS of 7 with no score below 7 in each of the bands. And this is because this is a requirement by the Australian Professional Health Regulatory Authority for registration. We have a package at the moment, which is new this year. So we have the Certificate 3 in Health Service Assistance plus Diploma of Nursing, and it requires an IELTS of 7 with 7 in 3 bands and 6.5 in 1 band. Now, the nice thing about our English courses is because also, if you do not want to take the IELTS test, but you want to know how many weeks of English you need and what is the level of your English, for the sole purpose because you want to study English at TAFE SA, we have a very good English language center. We do offer free online English placement test, okay, to our Thai students offshore and who would like, so that's like, who would like to enroll English course at TAFE SA. Now, for those students who are coming from international schools, for some reason, you may not want to complete your, say, IB or your A levels, and you just want to finish your year 11 or year 10, then of course, we may be able to waive the English requirement because we are aware that English is the medium of instruction in your schools. These are the, I'll run the slides very quickly, but just want to show you the popular courses at TAFE SA, particularly also, and for each slide, I will also tell you that this is also very much popular to our Thailand students, because we have a good number of Thai students currently enrolled at TAFE SA. So, of course, our one and only 𝐓𝐀𝐅𝐄 courses. So for Thailand applicants, we have 3 types of English courses. We have the general English, which ranges from 5 weeks to 40 weeks. And then you have the EAP 20, which ranges from 10 to 20 weeks. And then we have the EAP Advanced. It's also can be 10 to 20 weeks, but it's already up the level, the highest level already. So our English courses are delivered in the Adelaide City campus. This year, the onshore on-campus tuition fee is $370 per week. This semester, first semester 2022, there are 2 modes of delivery at the moment. One is the onshore on-campus face-to-face, and the other one is online. And the online is for those students who are currently in Thailand or in their home countries who, for some reason or another, are unable to join us first semester. Then we are offering also our English course online. So again, for the on-campus, it's $370 per week, but we have a special promotion rate for our IDP Thailand applicants because it is our partner rate with IDP for this year. So if you want to come and join us and study English course at TAFE SA this year, 2022, the tuition fee per week, if you apply through IDP, is $285 per week. So it's not $370, it's $285 per week, okay? If you decide to study online, because our first semester English course will start on Monday, February 7. So between now and Monday, February 7, if you think you would like to study online, yes, there is. It's still possible, and it's $295 per week. But there is also a special promotion. So for every 10 weeks of English course you enroll, then 1 week is free, which means that 9 weeks you pay and 1 week is free. So total of 10 weeks, okay? But that is only for online mode of delivery. Our English language courses, we do not charge any material and enrollment fees, okay? And then again, as I have mentioned, there is the free online English placement test if you are applying for English study at TAFE SA. All you have to do is to let your IDP Thailand counselor know that you want to take the online placement test, and then they will inform us and we will schedule you to take the test. I'm going to play a video about our international students who are currently enrolled in an English language program at TAFE SA.
I enjoyed living in Adelaide so much, and I love it.
The local people and the students, they are very friendly, and they always try to help us.
We are all international students, so we are learning a lot from each other.
So many different countries, so I know about different food, culture, their festivals, the clothes, and of course the places you can visit.
The lecturers are so good, especially when it comes to teaching. It's easier for us to understand what they're saying in class, and I really enjoy the classes.
Studying English language at TAFE SA provides students with the opportunity to develop the fundamental skills they need to be successful in future study, whether that's a vocational program or in their studies at university.
Being in the EAP advanced class, you're able to learn more about the research, critical thinking, of which I didn't have the skills before, and I'm getting them now. At first, when I was starting, I didn't have the courage to speak to someone. I didn't have the courage to ask even a question. But as the time went by, they were all like trying to help you or support you in being courageous, accepting your, like, even not minding your accents. And I think, yeah, they've helped me to learn a lot. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so very briefly, I just want to touch on the popular courses at TAFE SA, and these are also applicable to Thai students as well. So we have the Diploma of Marketing and Communication. Thai students also apply for this one. So it's 1 year, but you can actually have a pathway program with 2 universities. You can choose 1+2, 1 year Diploma of Marketing and Communication at TAFE, followed by 2 years at University of Adelaide for the Bachelor of Media, or 2 years at University of South Australia for the Bachelor of Business in Marketing. So that's a 1+2. You haven't wasted any time at all by doing the first year at TAFE and 2 years at the university. And in fact, what makes you stand out amongst your classmates when you join university is that you already have the study and the training at TAFE SA, but at the same time, you actually are able to save money, because the semester fee, the whole year for the Diploma of Marketing and Communication is only around 13,800. That's already the whole year. Compare that with the first year at the university, either at South Australia or Adelaide. It's more than 3 times that amount. So you've already saved money, and you and your parents as well. Okay. Another one is the Diploma of Nursing. We have a Diploma of Nursing, 1.5 years, and you can register with APRA, which is the accrediting body, as an enrolled nurse. And we also have a pathway arrangement with University of South Australia and Flinders University. So you study 1.5 Diploma of Nursing at TAFE, and then after that, you can do the remaining 2 years. So instead of 3 years, you do 2 years at Flinders University or University of South Australia. If you don't want to do the bachelor degree, you can stop at the Diploma of Nursing, have the registration for enrolled nurse, and you can actually look for part-time job as well while you are studying your Diploma of Nursing. And most of our students who do the Diploma of Nursing, they do find jobs in aged care, in nursing homes, in health-related sectors. So it's really very satisfying as far as those students are concerned. Remedial Massage. Now, we also offer a Diploma of Remedial Massage. It's 1.5 years, and there's a work placement duration, which is around 200 hours during your 1.5 years, okay? Now, in this slide, I particularly presented and showcased our wonderful student from Thailand, Ketisak. We call him Zag, and Zag is one of TAFE SA's student ambassadors. He's really good, and I have been looking at Zag's, information on the internet, and he actually participated, I think, in 2019 in Denmark for the World Championship in massage. So he participated. But other than that, he's currently enrolled at TAFE. He's enrolled in the Diploma of Remedial Massage, and he was awarded last year as the Study Adelaide International Student Ambassador awardee for 2021. So he's really very good, and he is still there. So if you decide to join us, you would be able to network with him too this year. Graphic design. So we have Diploma of Graphic Design and Advanced Diploma of Graphic Design, and that's 2 years Okay, and then you can also move on to university if you would like to do that. Screen and media is also 2 years. You cannot go into the advanced diploma. You have to go start at the diploma first, and then you can choose whether you want to do film and TV or you want to do the CGI and visual effects. Again, we have a pathway for this with Flinders Uni and University of Adelaide. Automotive, another very popular course at TAFE SA, and in Adelaide, in South Australia, we are one of the best, if not the best, in terms of facilities and training and placement for our students for automotive technology. So it's a 2-year program. Even though you want to apply for the diploma, you cannot go directly to a diploma. You need to start at Certificate 3 because it is in the Certificate 3 that the workplace and practical skills training and the work placement duration happens. Okay, and then you move on Certificate 4 and then to the diploma. Information technology, another popular program for our Thai students. We offer 3 different diplomas, software development, IT networking, and website development. So 2 years in duration, but we also have our one and only Certificate 4 in cybersecurity, which is 1 year. Now, of all the 4, it's the Diploma of Software Development that we have the partnership or pathway with University of South Australia for their Bachelor of Information Technology. Building and construction, this is we are receiving a growing interest from our international students on building and construction. So we have the Diploma of Building and Construction, and we also have the Diploma of Building Design. So both are 2 years in duration. What's the difference? One is actually undertaking building design projects, whereas the other one is actually building and construction. It has got the construction component, whereas the building design does not have that one. Okay. And of course, our associate degrees in engineering. So again, as remember, we have 5, and it is accredited by Engineers Australia. And occupational outcome per migration assessment by Engineers Australia is that you will be considered an engineering associate or drafts person. And the course itself has got a work placement or experience between 5 to 20 days. Okay. Hospitality and tourism. Now, under the hospitality and tourism umbrella, we've got the commercial cookery package, we have the patisserie package, and we have the hospitality package. So now we've got the commercial cookery. The commercial cookery package is can be 2 years or 2.5 years, depending actually on your choice of program duration and program specification. But you cannot go directly to a diploma of hospitality management or advanced diploma without going through. You start in the Certificate 3 first, because that is where the training happens. Okay, so it's a 2-year program. Then we also have our one and only bachelor degree in tourism, hospitality, and events management. It's a 3-year program. Completion of year 12 is okay. There's work placement, which is an elective subject. And we are also offering this online starting next month, February. So if you want to join us online for this, that is also possible. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play a video about what our international students and what our lecturers say about their journey at TAFE SA.
The environment is the best thing about Adelaide. That is why I came over here. I like greeneries. I like being in nature. Everyone's peaceful in a way.
TAFE SA is one of the largest vocational providers in Australia and provide a very high quality of training in all areas.
Our facilities here at TAFE SA are great. I mean, we've got kitchens of 200 square metres in size. We've got all the modern equipment to use, from large equipment through to small equipment.
Got the top dollar dynamometer. We can put the car on it and run it really, really hard, so we can get all the specs out and see if it's something going wrong or not.
The theory is good, teachers are great, I have very good classmates. We have fun all the time as well.
The lecturer that I have studied in TAFE is all very friendly. They let us to ask any question we want. They be like really a friend to us.
The lectures are really helpful, really comprehensive. They dedicate a lot to international students, so all good so far.
The work placement is actually the requirements of the commercial cookery cheffery. So after you study all the basic skills in school and then practice in school's kitchen, they allow us to find a job in the real industry.
Work placement's fantastic because it gives them real world experience, and we can replicate as much as we want here in the workshop, but it's not the same as actually being in a workshop and having a boss who is, got expectations.
To get the work placement and get a job out of it during my study is a fantastic experience because it's something I thought I couldn't have done, but I eventually got it done.
These students become like little brothers. For me, it's really satisfying. I love the industry, and to see them go from not being able to do anything to rebuild engines, diagnose cars, it's just great.
Start with Certificate 3 of Patisserie and move on to Certificate 4. Now I'm doing Advanced Diploma in Hospitality. I just want to learn about more theory things and management because I want to be in more higher position.
When I applied to TAFE SA, they offered me a package to my uni degree. It's going to be less fees paid in uni, and also I'll be able to get 1-year credit transfer.
All of the domestic students and the international students, we all are studying together. I really feel welcome in this country and at this facility.
They're really helpful. They've got good lectures, good infrastructures, good equipment. People who want to do it, just come here and start it. It's really good.
Anywhere that you go in Australia, you hear about TAFE. It's really good education, and there's a lot of different paths that you can take after it. I would recommend for my friends and family to come to study in TAFE SA.
Okay.
When I came
So
here,
you've heard about it. So we also have university pathway courses, as I've mentioned earlier, and these are actually the courses that you can progress from your TAFE course to the university to complete your bachelor degree. So at TAFE South Australia, we can actually, if you want to apply for a package course, yes, you can do that. For example, associate degree in engineering, say electronic engineering, plus a bachelor degree in engineering at University of Adelaide. So we can actually issue you an offer for that course, and then it will be a 2+2, okay? So that's possible. It's also possible for marketing and communication. It's also possible for IT, also for nursing. So there are many pathway courses that are available at TAFE SA to go into any of the 3 universities in South Australia. Now, these are just the benefits of a packaged university program. So you can apply for a single visa for the TAFE course and the university course. You are guaranteed entry into the university program of your choice once you have completed the TAFE qualification. You can get the credit transfer as agreed and arranged earlier, and you get 2 qualifications. You get the TAFE qualification after you've completed TAFE, and you get also the university qualification. So you've got 2 within the duration of the program that you're supposed to finish. You get a good mix of practical and theoretical skills, because at TAFE SA you get all the practical training, and then when you move on to university, then you add on to your theoretical and your academic training. So you get a good mix of those, which really is a very, very good incentive for employers. Employers are looking for those qualifications and skills from their potential employees. and you pay less in tuition fees when you study at TAFE. So if you say, for example, you study your associate degree in engineering or your diploma of software development at TAFE for 2 years, you can save approximately 50,000 Australian dollars in your first 2 years of study at TAFE. And this money you can actually use when you move on to your university to pay for your tuition fee or your cost of living. You get work experience whilst at TAFE SA, and you can even carry it with you when you go to university. You can find your part-time job while you are at TAFE SA, and again also have it with you when you move on to university. And where would you go, and where is best to do your vocational course or higher education course, except at TAFE South Australia, because it is a trusted government organization and it belongs to the South Australia state government. So you know that there's the quality, there is the security, and there is the support from the state government of South Australia. So there you go. And this slide just shows you the different online courses that we are offering right now in semester 1. So if any one of you would like to start online and then probably just join us later, either in April or in July, onshore, on campus, please do let IDP Thailand staff or counselors about your intent and interest, and they will be able to advise you on how to go about it. Okay. Scholarships. So we have scholarships for this year. Okay, so for this year. So for this year, if you're planning to join us this year, 2022, we have one-time tuition fee scholarship of $1,500, and this is only applicable to those who are doing a 2-year course at TAFE SA. And half of the $1,500, which is $750, will be deducted from your tuition fee second semester, and then the other half, $750, will be deducted from your 4th semester at TAFE SA. No need to apply for this one. This is automatic once you accept your offer of admission to TAFE, okay? But of course, it is allocated on a first come, first served basis. We also have a relocation allowance. So this will really help you. So there's $500, and this is for those students who are going to enroll at TAFE SA from offshore or from interstate, and the course duration is less than 2 years. So if you only are going to study at TAFE for 1 year or 1.5 years, of course, you cannot qualify for the other scholarship, but you can get the relocation allowance of $500, which is actually good already, you know, to help you, especially if you're going to fly to Adelaide, then $500 you can use for your airfare or for any other travel related expenses. Accommodation. There are so many accommodation available around the different campuses, so it depends on where your course may be offered. Most of the students they tend to stay in places close to the campus where their courses are being delivered, where they go and attend their classes. But we have an on-campus accommodation at Regency Campus. We have off-campus, of course. There are so many share houses, share units in the city or close to the campus you are attending. And of course, if you're under 18, we also have homestay providers who we are partners with, and you can apply to as well. Now, Adelaide. Adelaide has been voted as Australia's most livable city in 2021. So it's the #1 livable city in Australia, and it's also the #3 in the world after Osaka and Auckland. So Adelaide is a very beautiful city. It has got its unique characteristics. It's a planned city, so you've got the north, south, east, west, and all the happenings are occurring in the CBD. Okay, and there are flights. There may not be direct flights at the moment to Adelaide, but you can actually transit in Singapore, or you can also transit in Dubai, or you can also transit in Kuala Lumpur. So if you're coming from Thailand, I believe you can, at the moment, there may not be flights directly to Adelaide from Bangkok to Adelaide, but you can actually do a Bangkok, Melbourne, Melbourne, Adelaide, or Bangkok, Sydney, Sydney, Adelaide. Okay, so very accessible. One video about Adelaide as a study destination. Okay. And public transport. So students who are coming to Adelaide, to South Australia, you do get concessions, okay? So where you use a Metro card, you can buy it from any convenience stores around the city. You can also get it from the railway station, that's Adelaide Central Railway Station. And when you purchase your Metro card, you make sure that you tell the shops or the railway station staff that you are a student, because then you get automatically a Metro card concession, student concession card, okay? So we have the trams, we have the buses, and we have the trains that ply regularly around the city and also the suburbs that these transports actually take. They have different routes that will take you to the places where you want to go. 12 reasons to love Adelaide. I have highlighted the really very important ones. A really wonderful city to live in, very affordable living. It's 19% more affordable than Melbourne or Sydney, and cheaper than Perth or Brisbane. It's safe. It has got the lowest crime rate in Australia. It's got beautiful weather, festivals all year round, restaurants you can find everywhere, a very inclusive and multicultural city. They all love our Thai food, and there's a growing, steady Thai community in Adelaide. And of course, it's has been identified and designated by the Australian government as a regional location for purposes of study and living. And it's Australia's premier region. So every day, every weekend, every term break that you have, go and travel around South Australia and within Adelaide and outside of Adelaide, because it's just a beautiful, beautiful state, and there's just so many things to do around the city and around the state as well. This is my last slide, and this is actually the video about TAFE. It is a summary of the presentation that I have done of all the slides that I have presented earlier. So here you go. And that's the end of my presentation. Again, my name is Hope, and that's my contact details, my email, and also my number. So you can contact me anytime. That's available: WhatsApp, Viber, Line, text, or phone call. So if you have any queries. So thank you very much.